Welcome back to my channel, Duct Tape Mechanic. In this video, I'm going to show you how to fix this newer style Maytag washing machine that's not agitating your clothes. Basically, this middle part is not working properly. So this is an easy repair, and if you find this video to be helpful, make sure you subscribe to my channel for more DIY and tinkering videos. So here's that washing machine in question. As you can tell, it's in quite wonderful condition, but if you're curious, this is the model number right there. This video is going to be pretty much applicable to pretty much any sort of Maytag washing machine that is belt driven, so it's not going to be direct drive as they call it. Basically what's happening is that it's not agitating the clothes. So you got the clothes in there, and it's just this middle part is not moving back and forth as it should. It's just like sitting there and going zzz, zzz, zzz. And I have a video demonstrating that, and I'll throw that on after this clip here, but that's what's going on, and I'm going to show you how to fix it. It's an easy repair. Before we do that, what we're going to have to do is, I do recommend putting a piece of tape on the lid that secures it to the top, because these lids are spring loaded, and we're going to be setting this thing on its back, and I don't want this thing to spring forward and it'll shatter. Trust me on that one. And we're also going to be unplugging the water lines and the washing machine itself. So the next is I'm going to show you what the actual what it looks like when that agitator is not working. All right, so we're going to go ahead and put it on its back right now. All right, so with the machine on its back, we're going to remove the belt cover. So it's just two screws, one on this end and one on this one right here. All right, so after you've removed the belt cover, we're going to be removing the shift actuator, or also called the mode shifter. To do that is just to take off those two green screws. So you got one right there, and you got another one hidden behind this wire right there. Alright, so after those two screws have been removed, we can just unplug it from the connector right there. Alright, so we've got the shifter out, and we can take a look at what's going on with it. So this basically has an RPM sensor right here, which measures the speed of the transmission, which correlates to the speed of the washer spinning. But anyways, it has also got this arm that shifts between agitate and spin, and that's essentially what's broken. If you get this right here and you see how freely it's moving like that, that's because the plastic gear in here is broken. It should not move like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to link the shifter at the bottom of this video in the descriptions, so you can just go there and get this very same shifter. It should also pop up at the bottom of the video as well, so you can click on that link and it should take you there. But I can demonstrate to you what a good shifter should look like. So this is a replacement shifter that is good. So as you can see, if I push up on it, it won't move, and it also won't move when it's pushed down. So that arm is intact. Well, as you see this one right here, it's all wobbly, so it's broken. And that's all there is to it. All right, installing the shifter is quite simple. Depending on where the shifter actually broke, you may have to adjust the clutch down or up, because the arm of the shifter goes into the hook of the clutch. And I'll kind of demonstrate that here. So we're just gonna so for this one, we have to push this down, as that will make the arm line up with the hook of the clutch, and just like that. And so what we'll do is we'll just screw it in, and I'll show you what that looks like. But it's really simple. So that is the shifter installed. The key thing is to see that the arm of the shifter is hooked into the clutch, and the 2 screws are on there. I mean, there's really no way to mess this thing up because it's got these little pegs that go into the transmission holes right there. So it tells you exactly where to put it. The only thing is, if you're not paying attention, you could put it while the clutch is up here, and then it won't be hooked into the clutch, and it won't be shifting anything. So you do want to make sure you adjust the clutch accordingly. And after that, all you got to do is get this motor connector right here and just plug it in over here like so. And after that, we'll just slap on the belt cover, and we'll do a quick recalibration procedure that is recommended after swapping out to a new shifter. All right, so I've got the machine back hooked up to my test station over here. So it's plugged in and it's got the water lines hooked up, and we're going to be doing a recalibration. Now, this is highly recommended in the user's manual to do a recalibration after replacing the mode shifter. Can you get by without doing the recalibration? Probably. Should you? Most likely not, but I'll leave that for you to decide. So basically, to get into the diagnostics mode, we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now we're in diagnostics mode. So after you see that screen there, just hit delay start, and then hit delay start again, and then now it should say fault diagnostics. So that's where you should be right there, or factory diagnostics, if I know how to read. Okay, I'm going to zoom in a little bit more right there, and then we're going to hit delay start one more time, and now it should say factory cycle. So next you're going to hit extra rinse, and there it is, DLMS calibration cycle, aka a recalibration. So all we're going to do is hit delay start, and that's going to run the calibration. So it's going to go through a series of tests. It's going to go into spin, agitate, and all this various testing to make sure that the RPM sensor that we just installed on the shifter is properly calibrated. So I won't film the whole thing. It's going to take a couple of minutes. We'll come back and we'll start a cycle of actual close. So after the recalibration, it'll take you to this screen right here. All you gotta do is hit deep fill until you exit it. Now we're ready to do a test load and see if this actually worked. So we got this hooked up to the test station over here. We are well into the wash cycle, and as you can see and hear, it's operating as it should. That agitator is moving the clothes back and forth. It's a little unfortunate that the top got a little bit cloudy because of the warm hot water, but it is working as it should, as you can see by the action of the agitator. So yeah, that's a fairly simple fix that anybody could do at home. So if you found this video to be helpful, make sure you hit the thumbs up sign.